So, as a weight loss coach myself, when I'm looking on Instagram and Facebook and I see these posts from influencers with good intentions, don't get me wrong, I'm not like upset at them, but their posts are about how to lose weight. And the way to lose weight is avoid muffins, avoid ice cream, avoid seed oils, avoid, pick whatever it is, chips, pretzels, right? Cake. And then the last part is, what did I miss? And then you got this comment section of all these people arguing and everything like that. I want you to remember something with these posts that people are doing on how to lose weight by taking out all of these things out of your diet and never eating those things again. And that is two things, really. One, that person does not know you. They don't know you. They don't know what you're going through. They don't know the struggles that you've had. And it's not as simple as, oh, well, you know what? I'm never going to eat bread again. I'm never going to have ice cream again. Or it's not even as simple as, tell me if this is true for you. It's not as simple as, oh, I'll just have it maybe 2 times a week. Yeah, that's great. I can write it down on a piece of paper. Hey, only have ice cream 2 times a week. For the rest of the week, eat super healthy. Not so easy, is it? And they don't know you. So you have other things going on in your life and things that you want to enjoy in your life. You can lose weight and eat a freaking bagel in the morning. I know lots of people. Well, I personally don't know lots of people. I know a few people who eat bagels in the morning. Not every morning, a lot of mornings. Guess what? They're not overweight. All right. And the other thing is that, they don't know who you are. They don't know that what you enjoy doing, but they also don't know just the struggles that you have in your life. So they don't know that you want to enjoy these foods for your life, and they also don't know the kind of struggles that you go through in your life. And this little food list on an Instagram post that tells you, here's all the things you got to take out of your diet in order to lose weight and be a healthy, good person in society. I don't think anybody will argue the fact that things like a bagel is not as healthy as maybe some eggs in the morning. Okay, eggs are very healthy for you, and I guess there are some people that argue the cholesterol thing, and that is a whole other topic. So don't get stuck on that. But whole foods are obviously healthier for you than processed foods. But if you're trying to lose weight, I'm just wanting to encourage you to, when you come across these posts that these influencers are putting these things on how to lose weight and by taking all these things out of your diet, I want you to know that you can have those things and you can lose weight and you can enjoy yourself. You just need to not overconsume them. I'm sure you've heard this before. It's about balance. It's about balance in your life. Over-consuming anything is too much. People have, and I'm sorry that this has happened to them, but people have died by consuming too much water. Water is very good for you, obviously, and over-consuming it can be bad for you. And that can be true for anything. These foods like bagels, for example, they are a little easier to overeat, and they can lead you to gaining weight perhaps a little easier because your blood sugar goes up and your insulin goes up, and we can get into all of that kind of talk. But in the end, if you learn how to eat a right amount of them and not sit on the couch all day doing nothing, you absolutely can lose weight. Okay, so just take that with a grain of salt, what you see on some of those posts. Because if you follow some of those posts, it can happen. What can happen to you is what happened to me. All right. When I was trying to lose weight, I have a whole history of weight loss and stuff. But when I figured out how to actually lose the weight, I ended up doing a keto diet. The problem was I gave myself an eating disorder. I was following too strict of a super, super clean diet. I mean, if it had an ounce of sugar in it, I would not eat it. If it had some kind of weird chemical thing in it, like bacon, and it had nitrates in it, I wouldn't eat it. If there was eggs and it was cooked at a restaurant and I didn't know what kind of butter it used or what oil it used, I wouldn't eat it. And seriously, I lost too much weight. I gave myself a gut problem and I was actually unhealthy. I thinned out, but I was not healthy. So we can develop a bad relationship with food if we're following some of these crappy rules that are being thrown out there from people who don't know squat about you. So where do you go from there? I'll tell you where you go from there. Learn the basics of weight loss. The basics of weight loss is simply eat a proper amount of food based on the amount of movement that you do. Some foods you can consume more of because they are not as calorie dense, but you just need to learn how to eat a proper amount of it. And don't overconsume it when your butt is stressed out, bored, angry, tired, or anything like that. And if you're struggling with it, then that means you haven't learned something. That means maybe you're afraid of something. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe, you know what? It's just not important enough to you. Because sometimes it seems important to you, but it really is not as important to you as you might think that it is. Because I guarantee you, if it turns into the red alert, like when you got to go pee, where you can't stop, nothing else matters other than you getting to the bathroom. That's how important it needs to be to you. Because there's too many temptations out there right now. Too many temptations to just overconsume. Not only because it's there, but because that's the marketing that big companies are putting out there, trying to get you to overconsume, trying to get you to buy their stuff and keep buying it and keep buying it. And we have to fight these things. We fight these things through being smart about what we're doing and the choices that we do. And you stop and think for a moment. Okay? All right. So make sure you check out my podcast, Losing It with John. You can go to losingitwithjohn.com/podcast. And hey, let's talk about losing weight in the most common sense way and not going on a diet. All right. I'll see you there.